Traffic and transportation, a topic that's no stranger to us here in the Lowcountry. Tonight, state representatives held a joint town hall to discuss infrastructure with the community to relay messages back to the Capitol. Our Caroline Spikes joins us live from Mount Pleasant Town Hall. Caroline, good evening to you. You were there tonight. Can you tell us what that discussion looked like?
Yeah, good evening, Samantha. Well, the town hall lasted about 2.5 hours. So it was jam-packed with questions and a ton of information. And it started at 5:30 tonight, ending around 8, with state leaders leading the conversation, saying they wanted to make sure everyone had enough time to have their voices heard, which there seemed to be an overall tone.
We're all sick and tired of sitting in traffic.
The town hall included Representatives Mark Smith, Kathy Landing, and Joe Bustos, with 2 officials from the South Carolina Department of Transportation. And Smith says this problem of traffic didn't happen overnight.
This dates back to 20 plus years of not prioritizing our infrastructure and putting our dollars where they should be and getting these critical infrastructure projects on track and permitted.
Some of the key topics mentioned included the expansion of Highway 41, adding more access points from Mount Pleasant, and what taxpayer dollars are used for. One gentleman brought up his own experiences with growth and how that impacts certain populations.
This room represents the community of Mount Pleasant. The ratio right now with the African American community, I think we're like 5% in Mount Pleasant.
Because there's what feels like a lack of black representation in local governments, Mr. George Freeman said it's even more important to speak out for their Phillips and Laurel Hill neighborhoods.
It's not so much that we have growth, it's that we have poor transportation planning. But almost any other road that has been built goes through one of our neighborhoods.
While everyone who wanted to speak tonight got the opportunity to do so, it was repeated several times just how complex the process for transportation projects is. So state reps are saying the new SCDOT modification bill could help hurry it along if passed.
But what people are really mad about is they're sitting in traffic, and we've got to figure out how to deal with that.
Now, another concern mentioned tonight was the involvement of Charleston County, or lack thereof, from the community's perspective. Many residents said they felt unheard from the Charleston County Council members, especially when it comes to the transportation sales tax program. Now, no one from the council or from the county was here tonight. In Mount Pleasant, I'm Caroline Spikes, Live 5 News.